First, we're going to be talking to a colleague of mine, and I talked about this yesterday on the broadcast. We'll see if we can have him. Thankfully, he's able to join us this exciting evening. My colleague all the way from Ghana, but I'm not sure he's in Ghana right now. But yeah, we'll speak to him very quickly as we continue to reflect. It's the offshoot from the international break, international games still going on across board. We'll take a look at that. Some issues which haven't been really sorted from the international break, some of the key reflections we did have. We'll bring them to the fore and talk about them as well. Not forgetting the Super Eagles in that conversation as well. Pep Guardiola much later on the broadcast. Yeah, and we'll talk about Ruben Amorim as well, who have begun his training, with Manchester United. I will be asking you, what do you think will be the realistic target for Amorim this season? But first, let's get the most important thing for now kicking off, because I'm not sure my friend have got all the time to spend. But Lagos, Nigeria, I'm joined by my colleague, international sports broadcast journalist Gary Oldsmith, who reports locally and internationally as well. A global shaper, a UNICEF ambassador as well. He has strong affiliations with the Multimedia Group Limited out there in Ghana, Joy FM, based in Accra. But today he could be in the UK, tomorrow he could be in the America. I mean, anywhere. He's one man who is.
Tomorrow it could be in South Africa for the CAF Congress.
I mean,
tomorrow it could be in Switzerland. Joining forces with FIFA.
Yeah.
I wanted to know how the 2026 World Cup will be like.
Gary, superhero Gary, how you doing?
I'm not sure about superhero, but yeah. Hi, good evening,
guys. Gary, so good to hear your voice.
Hi, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, okay, let's go into it pretty quickly. And really, we're just going to dig into what really is happening with Ghanaian football. They won't be at the next AFCON much later next year, first time in 20 years. And there's a lot of points of reflection. We don't have all the time to delve into it, but if you were talking to a layman who is new to all of this, how would you describe this entire debacle? How did Ghanaian football get to this point?
I can keep it very simple, very summarized for you. Most of your listeners will remember the halcyon days of the 2010 World Cup. Now, the 2010 World Cup success happened because it was a culmination of probably 10 or 15 years of slow building, starting from, as you know, if you hit the under 17s right, you hit the under 20s right, and they grow organically, they bond, they start winning things, and ultimately they grow into a senior team that's great things. I mean, you've seen it in Nigeria many times. You've seen it with now South Africa when they went into the doldrums, and now they're doing very well. Egypt were all conquering. 2006 AFCON winners, they won the following two as well. And then the next three AFCONs after 2010, remember, Egypt were not there. And so it's not rocket science. That's exactly what has happened to us. We forgot the magic potion, which everybody has to brew in order to do well at senior level. And in short, the voice, we are paying the consequences.
Wow, paying the consequences. I mean, missing the African Cup of Nations. I was, putting up a particular tweet, and I was saying that sometimes participating at tournaments may shadow, all right, the retrogression, and sometimes going away from it may provide the opportunity for and introspection. All right. So
Yes.
I think my question will be for journalists in Ghana, what are the conversations like in terms of, these are the mistakes we've made, how are we trying to rectify it? The performance in these qualifiers is an utter shame. For a nation like Ghana. What are their plans to correct these issues that have really just taken Ghanaian football maybe 5 steps backwards?
Well, you have mentioned rightly that the last time we failed to qualify for the AFCON was 20 years ago. And you have mentioned again correctly that sometimes you need to go a few steps back in order to move a few steps forward. So let me, in 15 seconds, in 2004 when we didn't qualify for the AFCON, it gave rise and it gave the need for us to sort of reset. And can you guess the name of the one player the reset gave us a year later after we didn't qualify for 2004? I'll just give you just one guess so I don't waste your time. Just one player from the last 20 years that the whole world loves, who's Ghanaian.
So much.
Ghanian.
Exactly. So philosophically, we can say that without the collapse of 2004, when we didn't qualify for that AFCON, there will be no Asamoah Gyan because we would have just continued with business as usual. You know what I mean? So maybe some may say that a similar thing is going to happen, except the problem with that is we have already started blooding in young talent in the Ghana national team. In fact, the baffling thing this year is that every single time, and right down from the AFCON, including the AFCON, we have called players for a major tournament or for qualifiers. The 25-man teams we have called have been very, very good. Like they are honestly, literally,
We see the
honestly,
names. We see the names.
Exactly. So that's the difference between now and 2004 when, you were having players who were not there on merit. Like apart from 1 or 2 or 3 players, you cannot name any other best 23 or 25 players that are Ghanaian anywhere in the world that we have been naming this year. So the question is, what is wrong and why aren't they gelling? Which is why we go back to the youth football thing. As you know, and as all your panelists know, senior national teams don't form and become great overnight. England, we are seeing it. Spain, we are seeing it. Germany, we are seeing it. Even when they did their dash reboot, they all started from under 17. The players know each other. Under 20, they grow some more. They win some, they lose some. They cry, they celebrate. They go to under 23, they cry, they celebrate. When they get to the senior team, there's that telepathy there. We have decided on shortcuts. So what do you see? You see our starting 11. If our players are not born abroad, or maybe, half Ghanaian, half Spanish, half Ghanaian, half English, so they may be good players, then it is that the players did not play in the under 17s, under 20s, and then when they magically, became big names or decent names in Europe, then we go and pluck them without any regard for those who have, come through the system.
But this is an
and
African
that is what
thing,
we are paying for.
Gary. This is an African thing. This is an African thing, not just Ghana.
No, we might argue that it's a global thing because this generation of England players became what they are, and because we saw them, coming from the under 17s and growing together and dominating in the under two, at the time it was the under 19 championships in Europe, right? UEFA, and then the under 21s before they started coming into the senior teams. So you had a time when very, very good English players, even if they were playing in the under 19s, were not allowed to play in the senior team, but they were allowed to go through the process and pay their dues. Unfortunately for Ghana, we have not been doing that. So we see a very good under 17 player. We don't even allow him to marinate, as it were, in the stew. And then we say, he's good, then we just bring him to the Black Stars. And it doesn't work like that. So I think that is what we are paying for. I mean, we can have a separate discussion about the FA and stuff, but I'm just sticking to the football here. The principles of football. The principles of football, like there are no shortcuts to success. And I would say that Where Ghana is right now, if Nigeria doesn't take it, you saw how many games you won in these qualifiers.
Oh dear.
Exactly. So you know how this what they say in the traditional palace. When you see your neighbor's house on fire,
Oh dear.
you fetch water by your house because maybe your own is coming, my friend. So maybe this is the warning that God is giving to Nigeria to say, hey, you see your brothers.
Gary,
If you don't also do well, yes.
You forget that there was a time we failed to qualify for 2 AFCON back to back.
Exactly. And funny enough, we use that as a cautionary tale, only, of course, to go back to ground zero. Yes.
One more question or 2 more, but 2 more in one.
Sure.
Before we say bye, we have some bills to pay in like 3 minutes. Ghana is doing well in the World Cup qualifiers. Well, not so bad. They've got 9 points. Are you of the opinion that, you know what, we don't even need to go to the World Cup? Since we're doing a cultural reset. I saw the GFA pulling together stakeholders for a key meeting this week and all of that. Would you prefer that, you know what, Ghana just take a walk from major tournaments right now and put your house in order? And also, Oto Addo. Is Oto Addo a significant part of the problems of Ghanaian football at this time, from a technical point of view?
Okay, so I'll tackle both very quickly. You remember a point where, and still even now, the Argentine Football Federation is one of the worst in the world. We know that. And yet, they are one of the best teams in the world. So what I'm saying is, I was at the Copa America. I covered the Copa America, so I had time to speak to their journalists. And essentially, they said, look, we learned how to chew gum and walk at the same time. So it's possible. So yes, the Argentine team or the Ghanaian team is rubbish on the pitch. We have established that we do have the players, right? Which means that we can quietly and honestly start fixing the problem of the players while probably working on the management and continue doing well in the World Cup qualifiers, go to the World Cup and have a better account of ourselves. We don't need to not be in America. Exactly. Because why? Because we have an advantage. We have 9 points. So between now and the next World Cup qualifiers, we can put our house in order and then do what Cameroon have done, right? Cameroon, while they were fixing all their problems and Eto was fighting everybody, they managed to bring in a manager, kept the fights going. Eto was beating everybody, but now they are unbeaten in 8 matches. So it is possible. Yes, it is possible. So about Oto Addo in a few seconds. Good coach, good man, good intentions, but wrong time. He has come at a time where even if you brought Pep Guardiola to coach Ghana, it won't work. Why? Because the fundamentals are weak. The players simply have you seen Ghana playing recently? They don't even know each other on the pitch, and that's the fundamental problem. So even if you brought Ruben Amorim and Pep Guardiola as head coach, they will not gel. We have to go back to basics. Our under-17s, incidentally, are doing very well. You see how they've been playing in the last 2 WAFU championships. And even in the African games, we beat Nigeria in the final. In the WAFU as well, we've gone to the final.
You have to mention that
as well. No, I'm just saying we've gone to the final of the recent WAFU, the under-20 as well. They went to the final. They beat Nigeria again in the semi-final. So that's a team that has been blooded, organically, and is doing the right thing. If we are serious, we will allow that team to grow naturally and not rush them. Now, guess what? When things have been going to pot, the best player in our under-17 and under-20s has immediately been plucked, and we are repeating the same thing. He was put into the game against Niger, and guess what? He has scored. You know the next thing that's going to happen?
Oh, dear. He's moving.
Exactly. The next thing you know, he's going to Europe, he's going to be playing in Latvia or some other backwater, and then it's going to be rinse and repeat. If we can take our time, let these boys grow properly. And for me, you've asked me and I've kept saying the same thing. We have the talent. We have the conveyor belt. If you look at the transfers of Ghanaian players going and doing great things, it's working for us. But you cannot allow players not to pay their dues. And until we do that, unfortunately, we are going to keep paying the price.
Well, there you go, Lagos, Nigeria, and the world. The voice of Gary Smith, the Ghanian sports journalist, talking to us live on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Hopefully, the next time we have this conversation, hopefully, Ghana will be at the World Cup, Gary. And Nigeria.
It's
and Nigeria.
Yeah, sure. It's not fun when one or the other is not. In 2018, when Ghana was not, in the AFCONs when Nigeria was not there and we were there. I mean, come on, we need the banter to keep going. You know what I mean? It's very important.
All right, thank you.
But I know our jollof is better.
No. He can't argue that. Gary.
No, I can't argue that.
Thank you so much, Gary. Have a good day. All right.
Cheers. And my greetings to all the guys in your studio.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, the bunny. Sika papa. Hey, you my papa. And papa, we think I want it. Oh, yeah, baby, I need you. Oh, so miss you. Where you me from?
Well, just had to take a quick trip to Ghana. Gary Smith speaking to us right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. He said a lot of things. Wow. And he issued a warning that Nigeria should be weary. We've experienced a meltdown like this before, and like he did say, it could happen again if there is not enough homekeeping or housekeeping. Well, we'll see. Let's go pay some bills. When we return, the elder is here. David, my man, joins as well. And Brownish would also ensure that we have a very thick show. There's a lot to talk about. Don't forget, you can win yourself some cool cash. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. With just 500 naira, you can get yourself some cool money right here. Game on with Femi and the Gang. I'm Anthony, the voice. I beseech thee, don't touch it.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
12 debaters have now qualified for the round of 16 of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Season 8. Tomorrow, 2 debaters will join them. At 4 p.m. on Wednesday, Iheanacho Malizu and Ezuma Jessica Onyinyechuku will debate the topic, There Should Be a Limit to Human Population Growth. And at 5 p.m., Olamide Oladipo and Alexandra Chidinma Richie will go head-to-head on the topic, Nigerian government should prioritize restructuring over economic reforms. Who of these 4 debaters will advance to the round of 16? Well, I am Yvonne Onhaifo. Join Femi Daniels and me as we find out tomorrow, starting at 4 p.m. I Beg to Differ Season 8. 32 debaters, now 20. One winner, 1 million naira. Sponsored by Tollywood College. Supported by Obiwizi, Lucas Green Fashion, Biloxi, Card Center Nigeria Limited, and Porters Group. For sponsorship of the next season, send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, a tournament of champions.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemisa and Lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
It's that time of the year again. The Glow Festival of Joy promo is here. And we're making it rain amazing prices. How amazing, you ask? 5, yes, 5 Tierra Toyota Prados, 5 Chachakia Picantos. It's unbelievably amazing, and it gets even better because we have 15 Kekena Peps, plus 150 generators, 200 sewing machines, and 300 grinding machines. So, what are you waiting for? Be one of the lucky winners in the Glow Festival of Joy promo. Simply dial *611#, choose your prize, recharge now from as little as 1,000 to 100,000 naira, and stand a chance to win loaded prizes from Glow. Promo runs from October 1st to the end of January 2025. Glow Festival of Joy is approved by the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, and the National Lottery Regulatory Commission, NLRC. Terms and conditions apply.
Unlimited. Hey, here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise? The sound of your alarm? No, it's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1, carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So, whatever your hustle, go from maybe or I can't to I can and I will. Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Start strong, finish strong.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
People say I'm good looking, funny, hardworking, and to crown it up, very confident. And my secret is...
So whether in the office or at home,
in the streets or on the dance floor,
anytime, any day, I never lose my confidence. And the secret to my confidence is Wazobia perfume.
Absolutely. Wazobia perfume gives the authenticity and long-lasting fragrance all day. That's my secret confidence.
Wazobia perfume is available in body spray.
Also available in supermarkets and markets near you. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
Mommy, I miss your big smile.
Oh, sweetheart, there's just been a lot on my mind lately.
To everyone out there, Spar Market understands. This Black Friday will bring back your smile with amazing discounts of up to 50% across various products.
Really? That's amazing. Come, honey, let's plan our shopping list together.
Spar Market Black Friday. Spreading smiles across Nigeria from November 22nd to December 3rd. Visit the nearest Spar Market store to enjoy amazing discounts of up to 50%. Terms and conditions apply. Spar Market, there for you.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, Mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks, we're clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though, school is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
Take control of your future with Nile Online. Learn on your terms anytime, anywhere, from the comfort of your home, at work, or on the go. With courses like Executive MBA and Digital Marketing, your path to success is just a click away. Join Nile Online and shape your tomorrow. To apply, visit nileonline.com.ng or call 0707 147 4242.
You define better odd. I be you one play chorus over 1.5. I be you one bet. Say both seem no go score at all. Oh yeah, we get better payout to one. No worry, we there for you. Our odd chapter out. In a day for best baba. We win money, bet baba. Cash out today easy or bet baba. We get online games for you to play. Oh God, all I want. Yeah, we get better bonus. I need me no. to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
Air control to flight WT478. You are approaching restricted airspace. You are not cleared to land. I repeat, air control to flight WT478. This is restricted airspace. You are not cleared to land.
Air control, this is not a captain. This flight has been hijacked by the madmen. We have a bomb on board, and these are our demands.
Watch Hijack 93, now playing on Netflix with plans starting from 2,200 Naira only.
It's so good to win in the Cowbell So Creamy So Good promo with 150 million naira worth of cash and loads of free airtime up for grabs. To stand a chance to win, simply buy 10 sachets of Cowbell 12 gram or 1 Cowbell 320 gram refill pouch. Submit the empty packs to any collection center near you and exchange the sachets for a scratch card. Scratch the card to reveal a unique code and text the code to 1393 to enter the draw. Promo runs from October to November 2024. For more info, visit www.cowbell.ng. Terms and conditions apply. Cowbell, our creamy goodness.
It's Konga Yakata, our biggest sale of the year. Every day till November 30th is Black Friday. Shop genuine computing, Starlink kits, electronics, mobile phones, and many more at up to 85% off. Powered by the original manufacturers. It is cheap and safe at Konga, the e-commerce group you trust.
Let me ask you a question. What holds you back when you wake up each morning? Is it the uncertainty of how the day will unfold? And as the day goes on, what makes your heart race? Is it the quiet fear that maybe you're not doing enough? And when it's evening, is it the longing for just a little more time? Whatever it is, remember, challenges don't define you, but how you rise to meet them. Staying connected to your dreams, that's how you break free from limits. Get unlimited data plus up to 6-hour battery backup to keep you connected without interruptions on Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to find out more. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Big things, Nemo like
Pepsi 60cl long throat bottle is back. It's big refreshment, big value, big flex, big tins. Pepsi, thirsty for more.
Big things, Nemo like
Pepsi 60cl long throat bottle is back. It's big refreshment, big value, big flex, big tins. Pepsi, thirsty for more.
Hi, this is Nene from the boat safety team. You can't see us, but we're right here with you on every boat ride. To your left is the ride insurance team. We insure your ride as soon as your trip starts. To your right is the record audio team. We keep a recording of your trip for 24 hours in case you need it later. And behind you is the customer support team, ready to chat 24/7. We're the boat safety team, by your side on every ride.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, a game changer.
It's that time of the week again. Are you ready to dive into the wide world of news? Join us for the Hat Fact Awards every Friday at 3 to 4 p.m. on Nigeria Info FM. We are breaking down the best, the worst, and the downright Nawa stories that had everyone talking this week.
No, wow. Some people don't do it.
From jaw-dropping headlines to the most outrageous events, we've got it all covered.
And y'all know how we do it, so let's get it on.
Tune in as we celebrate the stories that make you laugh, cry, and shake your head in disbelief. Whether it's the latest viral sensation or the craziest political blunder,
we are going to provide you with insecurity.
We'll give you the rundown on what's hot and what's not. And guess what? You get to vote for your favorite stories in our weekly awards. Who will take home the coveted title of the best stories of the week, and which tale will earn the infamous worst story of the week? Had Facts Awards on Nigeria Info FM, where we turn the news into entertainment.
Here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise? The sound of your alarm? No. It's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So, whatever your hustle, go from maybe or I can't to I can and I will. Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Start strong, finish strong.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined, but you have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One play, don't talk to two players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira. My name is Well Done. Okay, well done. You want to tell you well done? You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347*880*3#. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Money Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347*880*3#. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
12 debaters have now qualified for the round of 16 of Nigeria Info's I Beg to Differ Season 8. Tomorrow, 2 debaters will join them. At 4 p.m. on Wednesday, Ilechukwu Malizu and Ezuma Jessica Onyechukwu will debate the topic, There Should Be a Limit to Human Population Growth. And at 5 p.m., Olamide Oladipo and Alexandra Chidinma Ritchie will go head-to-head on the topic. Nigerian government should prioritize restructuring over economic reforms. Who of these 4 debaters will advance to the round of 16? Well, I am Yvonne Onchaifo. Join Femi Daniels and me as we find out tomorrow, starting at 4 p.m. I Beg to Differ Season 8. 32 debaters, now 20. One winner, 1 million naira. Sponsored by Tollywood College. Supported by Obiwizi, Lucas Green Fashion, Biloxi, Card Center Nigeria Limited, and Porters Group. For sponsorship of the next season, send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, a tournament of champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it still is the season of giving. So says oneplay.ng. That is why they want you to dial the code *347*880*3#. Yes, if you want our money, dial that code. Or you could go to the website at www.oneplay.ng, as in one, the number one, PLAY.ng. Once you get there, select Nigeria Info as your station, and just like that, your ticket will be in the draws. Of course, you have to commit the paltry sum of 500 naira to each ticket. Now, you can play as many times as possible to give yourself a bigger chance of winning. And remember that your chances of winning are pretty much the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or you use the code *347*880*3#. Now, remember that at the end of the week, there's going to be a 500,000 naira jackpot. I know it's mind-blowing. You can't beat that. You definitely can't beat that. So, your qualifying for that is dependent on you playing the game during the week. What am I trying to say? I am saying when you dial *347*880*3# from your phone or go to the website at oneplay.ng to play the One Play game every day, you automatically qualify for the jackpot that comes at the end of the week on Friday. Yes, it's announced on Friday. That said, ladies and gentlemen, play responsibly. Make sure you are playing with only what you can afford. And once you play, make sure you keep your phone very close, because that lucky call could be coming in at any time. Yes, at any time. One Play is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Keep playing, keep winning, and keep smiling to the bank. Introducing the essence of true authenticity in fragrance, Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. A unique blend that captivates the authentic spirit of Nigeria, now available in both perfume and body spray variants. Designed for everyone. Yes, Wazobia is a unisex fragrance perfect for both men and women. Its rich and versatile aroma is a statement of inclusivity and unity. Unleash your confidence with each and every spray. Are you a retailer or do you love to buy in bulk? We've got you covered across Nigeria. Wazobia Perfume comes in cartons of 24 bottles and the body spray is available in cartons of 48 bottles. Interested in making Wazobia Perfume a part of your collection or store? For carton purchases, contact us at the email address contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng or call us at 0201 330 0047. That is 0201 330 0047. Our team is ready to assist you with your orders. Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. Your new signature fragrance is just a call or a click away. Authentic, unisex, confidence, Wazobia.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
So far away, promise you wait for me. I will think of you every day, my love.
Hey guys, my name is Johnny Drill and I'm hanging out with Femi and the Gang on Nigeria Info. Keep it locked down.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
Fachi. D-O to the T-U-N. DJC. Love and trust. Set it up. Take a good look at yourself and you will see the real you. It doesn't matter what the people say. You are meant to win. You are meant, you greater, you stronger. Winner, you're better than the others. You go win, you gotta win. Just keep on. We play harder, yell louder. Just gotta be a fan. We pride, we wait.
Coaching, I went back to Gladbach, with Borussia Gladbach first division, assistant coach, but also in charge of the talents. And then, because we brought some young guys up, Dortmund hired me back again. And I've been there 5 years, and I've been also like 8 months because they hired one coach and assistant in the coach. So I did I started 37 and now 49, 12 years of coaching, and 6 months of scouting. Now I'll ask you, what am I? And during the scouting also I was coaching. I never stopped. What am I?
Well, then I think you scouting is better than you coaching.
Okay, so
you are good at scouting than coaching.
Okay.
Because in coaching you are not good at all.
Okay.
To lose, the greatness is in you. The sun will always shine, and surely you will be.
Oh my world. I don't know. When are we ever going to get to that point in our football where journalists will be attacking the manager of a national team, the coach of a national team, head on and telling the coach, you're not good enough. You're better in scouting than coaching. That back and forth went for about 10 plus minutes. Ghanian journalist on manager Oto Addo after they lost at their final AFCON qualifiers game against Niger, 2-1, meaning they lost 3 games in that process. It's sad, but that's the reality of Ghanaian football. Welcome back, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Anthony, the voice, right here for Femi and the Gang. I've got Overdose alongside me and Brown Nito. Bro, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I just want to mention, right, that you can ask difficult questions without being rude.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Now, yes, in as much as we like to, say that, oh yes, you're speaking the mind of the people, but your job is not to speak the mind of the people.
What is your job as a journalist?
No. Your job is to bring out the truth, right?
It could be the mind of the people.
No. So in bringing out the truth, right? The primary way to do that is not get somebody defensive. When you start insulting them and insulting their ability to do their job, you make them defensive. Hence, they will not ask questions. They will not answer questions. Now, here's the thing. Here's how journalism and these kinds of press conferences usually work, especially in like Europe and abroad. If you're that journalist that has been marked as being rude, they will not answer your question.
You won't be selected.
In fact, they can blacklist your entire organization. Yeah. So in as much as
walk you out of the press room.
Now, personally, I feel like he was calmer than I would have been. I would either ignore you to death, or I would outrightly call in security to walk you out. Because there was no justice. Now you don't understand. Here's the thing. The thing is,
security.
Ghana didn't just qualify for the AFCON.
So case in point, let me
understand the emotions.
So
emotions will definitely run over.
I understand, but that's not his business. Do you think your emotions are running over more than him that didn't manage to get the job done?
He might be indifferent.
No, but he's obviously not indifferent. If you're scrambling to explain that much, he'd pay him too. He's like dressing down the players. It's counterproductive, because in the end, if those players decide they're not coming to play for Ghana, all you do is insult them. They still make their money from their clubs all the time. So the only thing you can do in the end is support them and tell them that they have to do better. They understand that they are going to be strict words. He has obviously probably lambasted the players, and he's going to take it from you as well. Because in the end, what he would do, did he field a team that could have won the game? Yes, he did. Did they just not convert their chances? They didn't convert their chances. So in as much as, yes, tactically...
Beyond chance conversion, have you watched Ghana play?
No, I understand.
Gary Smith said they don't recognize themselves. They play like they lack chemistry.
So here's the thing. But insulting the manager is not going to make them automatically have chemistry.
I mean, this clips went viral globally,
and what you have just done is that you have dressed down not just your manager, but you have dressed down your entire country. Because if they decide not to respect him, it's like, for example, do you think that if we were treating William Troost Ekong and
Austin
Eguavoen like this, if that's the sentiments we had, anything that happened in Libya would have happened now. Because
Nigerians have been treating Kelechi Iheanacho and Bonnyface like this.
So that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's absolute rubbish.
Saying that
hence why I also had
for bad leverkusen, but when you come to the national team, you don't know how to find.
Hence why I also had the problem with Mikel Obi dressing down Nicholas Jackson. Now everybody had that conversation that he's a legend of the club. He only wants what's best for the club. But you see, you're forgetting that your words are counterproductive in as much as he's a professional and he has to do his job anyway. It doesn't mean that as we're on air like this, if we go down and GM says all of you are rubbish at your jobs, you need to get better, he go pay you. It doesn't mean that you won't come and do your job later. But if he had rather said, I think that we can improve at what we're doing. Look, at this point, I am not impressed at what you guys are doing, but I believe in you guys and I think that you guys can do better. So go on and do better. You would have more motivation to do. You will catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. That's basically what I'm saying.
You do know that there are people who do not know how to sugarcoat things.
But when you have
then you should not be a journalist.
When you have failed at what you are expected to succeed,
then sack him. So you don't have to dehumanize him.
No, it's not dehumanizing.
It is because he literally said you are better at being a scout than being a coach. I would have walked you out and told you are better at being a listener than being a journalist. Because that's not how journalism is done.
Lagos, we're currently live on YouTube at the moment. We're currently live on YouTube and Facebook. All right. If you want to go up and see the Wednesday crew, if you've got your smartphone and you've got just a little data, there, all you have to do is just go there and watch. You can also drop your comments because we'll be taking reactions from Facebook and YouTube. We're currently streaming live, so let's go up on those platforms and let us let everyone know that Femi and the gang is currently live. We're talking very significant issues. And well, Brownish is posing for the camera now. I don't know what he's doing, but
your brother's been a photographer.
You go next.
Oh my goodness.
And Brownish has taken this conversation where I was going to, and Overdose will hook us up with some sounds very later while we reflect on Austin Eguavon and some of the things that have been said in this international break, especially post that 2-1 loss to Rwanda.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, you probably missed a lot because we spoke to Ghanaian journalist Gary Alsmeet to talk about what's really happening with Ghanaian football. And he did say Nigeria has to watch it because this could also befall them. I'm asking, in terms of football, are we any better?
No.
I mean, we didn't even qualify for the last World Cup. They did. So,
they did.
There's a lot to look out for. As we reflect on all of the things right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The clip I played for you was the manager of Ghana being literally, it was a back and forth
being eviscerated
by the media. And you can, will I say you can understand? But yeah, football to Ghana, Nigeria is literally like the air that we breathe, and when there's failure, I tell you, the backlash is a lot. We'll talk about that, and we'll talk about Victor Bonnyface. We'll talk about Kelechi Iheanacho and some underperforming Super Eagles players as well. What do we begin to do with some of these players who are not turning up? Do we still keep them together, or do we give other players the chance to fight for the shirt? Do we spread the opportunities to others who have been giving, who are yet to get opportunities? When we return from this timeout, we'll talk about much more. Don't forget, you can share with us via WhatsApp 0809 597 5805.
Yeah.
Our WhatsApp line 0809 597 5805. You can drop your messages via YouTube. I see the numbers rising on YouTube and Facebook, so keep it coming. Drop your comments. And the question I'll be asking really is, what do we need to do as a country to avoid this sort of fate that Ghana has experienced or are experiencing now? What do we need to do to prevent that sort of thing? Already, problem of qualifying for the World Cup is there.
Definitely.
Can we turn that around? Well, that's a lot of question. All the action right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Well, yeah, you've got nothing to lose. The greatness is in you. The sun will always shine, and surely you will be fine.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Wait, is that Malta Guinness? It's looking different. It even has a red crown.
Yes, same Malta Guinness with a refreshed look and a red crown.
And does it still taste the same?
Of course, same great taste. Why not try it?
Whoa, you are right. Same amazing taste.
Told you, it's the same goodness with a vibrant new look. Grab the all-refreshed Malta Guinness and enjoy a taste of goodness today. Malta Guinness, share goodness every day. Any platform can help you save. But when it comes to investing, you need a partner that you can trust and is committed to helping you achieve your goals. A partner with a global footprint, diversified investment options, and great returns that help you grow. You need RiseVest. RiseVest is your partner for dollar investments like U.S. stocks, U.S. real estate, fixed income, and Naira Savings Vault. Invest with RiseVest to earn interest between 8 to 15% in dollars and up to 25% in Naira. Download the RiseVest app or visit www.risevest.com to start investing. Rise, investments that help you grow. control to flight WT478. You are approaching restricted airspace. You are not cleared to land. I repeat, air control to flight WT478. This is restricted airspace. You are not cleared to land.
Air control, this is not the captain. This flight has been hijacked by the madmen. We have a bomb on board, and these are our demands.
Watch Hijack 93, now playing on Netflix with plans starting from 2,200 naira only.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, torn uniforms, and dirty shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow!
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Sorry, madam. There's an emergency at the shop. They need you now. It's a serious...
Nothing is more serious than a Golden Morn breakfast with my family. Don't you understand? All our winnings start with a nutritious golden breakfast. Now, sit down. Please join us.
Yes, ma'am. At once.
Breakfast is serious business. Handle it with a nutritious Golden Morn. Now with a great new look. Trust Golden Morn to help throw your family to win every day. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
From being the wicked producer to the jiggy artist, I have always been onto some big things. I am Young John. You already know I love big things, especially when it comes to my refreshment. That's why I don't play with my Pepsi 60cl long throat bottle, because it's big refreshments, big value, big flex, big things. Big things, Nemo like Jiggy.
I'm in love, Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop and is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Fachi. D-O to the T-U-N.
Martin Tyler here, English Premier League commentator, UEFA Champions League commentator, and assistant manager at Woking Football Club. You're listening to Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM.
And you will see the real you. It doesn't matter what the people say.
Get breaking news, updates, and the best of talk.
You greater, you stronger. Winner, you're better.
In prisons for how many years? For 6 years, 8 months. Were you going to court from prisons then? Yes, but before I started court, it took me 2 years. Just being in prison? Yes. Without your case even start at all? Confinement. You were there? Yeah.
Here on your number one station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
I would like to apologize for the results. Very much. If I have a wish, one wish, I know for a lot of people, even the World Cup is bigger than the AFCON. For me personally, the AFCON is bigger. For me personally, it's just a personal thing. I know for a lot of people, it's more important to go to the World Cup, and I did it once. And I'm just saying, after I did it for the World Cup, before even I came, a lot of people were against me. I can show you 100 things, my friends, but nobody apologized afterwards. Some few, not a lot. This is the first one. But I'm ready to apologize very much. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that we didn't do well and we didn't qualify. I'm very sorry. This one, 100%. I really have to apologize because I know how much it means for every Ghanaian to play in this tournament.
Wow. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome back. Still Game On with Femi and the Gang. The voice is here. Overdose is there. And Brownish is also here. So, and you are there. Thank you for being on the flip side of the radio. Just 2 minutes past 8 on the PM side. And we're getting into that part of the conversation where we'll have you talking. And yeah, the voice of Oto Addo apologizing to Ghanaians. He was sweating. If you watch the video, he was sweating and he was being ripped apart. He was going through a lot, in that press conference. But yeah, the situation, Ghana will not be at the African Cup of Nations. Yep. They are doing okay as regards the World Cup, but yeah, there's still a lot more to be done. But if you reckon how they've started, 9 points from 4 games, it's not bad. At least it's far better than what Nigeria is doing. We're asking you really, well, will the Nations Cup miss Ghana? Will the Nations Cup miss Ghana? No, I don't know. Will the Nations Cup miss Ghana? On the flip side, what do we need to do as a country to avoid a situation where we won't be able to even qualify for the AFCON? Because it could get there. And our guest who we spoke to, Gary Osby, did say, when your neighbor's house is on fire,
that's the time
you get water. You get water, and put it by your side to be ready, because that fire could move to your house. And this is me thinking, is our house not already on fire?
I don't think so. I mean,
Nigeria, but we qualified.
We qualified for the Nations Cup in Morocco, so I wouldn't say
that
Nigeria's house is on fire. However, we need to actually guard against that, because fire comes unannounced.
Absolutely,
just one mistake. I've literally seen where a house got burnt because somebody failed to off the iron after using it to iron his clothes, and then of course just went hot, and before you know, everywhere just went boom. So I guess what Gary is really, or what he was really trying to say, was that we need to be cautious. And I mean, you can see that we're struggling to qualify for the World Cup. We've done that for the AFCON, but the World Cup is the Achilles heel for Nigeria right now. Tight situation, but not something that we cannot be able to, actually, actualize, if I should use that word, because Nigerians want to see our Super Eagles play at the World Cup, and that's, the creme de la creme of all the tournaments. So by March of next year, the international break will open up again, and then qualifiers for the World Cup will begin. However, I think we need to guard against complacency, because whether you like it or not, started with Pesiero, then George Finidi, right now Austin Eguavon. And I don't know, when you look at that Rwanda game, maybe because of the fact that we qualified, but Trusticon came out to say, you know what, it's not like we didn't want to win that game, but sometimes you go into a game and you don't win it. And I'm asking myself, what if it was a World Cup qualifier? Excuses. We need to find a way to actually improve, get goals, score goals. I think that's the Achilles heel of the Super Eagles. We don't score goals anymore. If Victor Osimhen is not there, or Demola Lookman, our chances of getting goals are bleak.
Absolutely.
We're very, very bleak.
We're 2 players away from a meltdown.
Just imagine if those 2 players pick up injuries. What then is the fate of the Super Eagles now going into this qualifier?
Yeah, now that you have really just brought the Super Eagles into this, and the angles, we want to look at, and one of the promises I made yesterday on the broadcast was, we'll look at this Victor Bonnyface issue and Kelechi Iheanacho, 2 players who Austin Eguavon was squeezed about their performances. And first, you probably heard this, Overdose played this earlier today, but just in case you haven't heard it,
as we all know, is capable of doing, especially in this club. And then when he comes back here, we try to give him a lot of confidence, a lot of playing time. It's not hitting the back of the net for whatever reason. I've spoken to him personally many times. I'm somebody who wants to give players confidence. I've done enough, but he's still part of the squad. He will remain part of the squad. think Kelechi just needed somebody building confidence. He's an asset to Nigeria, but we've given him a lot of opportunities, but it's not living up to expectation. We can't throw the bad water with the baby away. I think Kelechi needs some encouragement. For the fact that we're playing at home and leading the group, I felt, when he comes in, I spoke with him personally, try to get a goal. We're going to give 45 minutes afterwards, Chukwueze will come in. But the pressure on Kelechi, because of the utterances from our people, I think he can handle it. But I try as much as possible to make him feel comfortable. But it didn't work.
Well, there you go. Some of, for me, all right, which is the first thing I would ask you over those. Did you think Austin Eguavoen spoke well about these two players?
When you say speak well, it's relative.
Could he have used better words?
When you say better words, are you driving at the fact that he didn't actually do a good job in answering those questions? Is that where you're coming from? If that's where you're coming from, I'll say he did excellently well. Because
to come out to clearly say he's not living up to expectations.
Is he living up to expectations?
I have done my best.
No, this is where I take the glasses off.
No.
I ask you.
Brownish.
Is he living up to expectations?
Brownish. We see managers talk about players and trying to protect their players.
Let me land before you bring on Brownish.
Well, that's what
I'm asking you a question. Is Kelechi Iheanacho, it's a direct question to you. Looking at his recent performances, is he doing well for Nigeria?
Of course.
Why are you putting a false tongue forward? You know, and I know as well as every Nigerian following Nigerian football, that Kelechi Iheanacho has retrogressed when it comes to his performances with the Super Eagles. And this is why I'm going to take the gloves off to actually address this issue. Once upon a time, the Kelechi Iheanacho I knew was playing for Man City. He was scoring goals under Pep Guardiola. He was doing well. He came off the bench. He was scintillating. Kelechi Iheanacho was
next
a
thing
marauding player that you could actually count on him to deliver. At some point in time, you know that Kelechi Iheanacho used to rescue the Super Eagles, especially when we didn't have results going our way. Kelechi Iheanacho will come, start for Nigeria, and score the goals. But somewhere in between him moving to Leicester and then not just... I think after he went to the championship with Leicester, I think that's where things just started to, change for Kelechi Iheanacho.
Kelechi had a decent time in the championship with Ndidi.
Yeah,
both of them played their part in getting Leicester back up.
Even before Leicester were relegated, what was his appearance like? Jamie Vardy was still benching him, except maybe on days when Jamie Vardy will get injured, then Kelechi Iheanacho will start. Look, the crux of the matter is that Kelechi Iheanacho is a good player, like Austin Eguavoen said, but in recent times, he's not been inspiring confidence. If Kelechi Iheanacho was playing close to what Ademola Lookman is doing right now, then I would say that he is doing well. Kelechi Iheanacho right now, you cannot compare him to Ademola Lookman. Kelechi Iheanacho right now, you cannot compare him to Victor Osimhen.
Why do you want to compare him first?
Because he was promising at a youngster. He was promising at under 17 level. He was promising at under 20. Even when he first joined the Super Eagles, he was promising. It hits different when you see a promising man who's going up the ladder and then all of a sudden he just loses track of his identity, of what he's doing, and of scoring goals. Kelechi Iheanacho will play and don't score goals. Look at the last AFCON. How critical was Kelechi Iheanacho to going all the way to the final?
Can I say something? Okay. So first off, right, overdose, to a large extent, I feel that because Kelechi Iheanacho has performed for the Super Eagles in the past, I think he deserves some slack. First off, right? I'm not saying that we should sugarcoat whatever it is.
See, before you proceed, Brownish, my question to you is, did Austin Eguavoen handle that response? I mean, when a manager comes out to say, I have done my best, you're talking about a player you're trying to get to work, and you come out to say, I've done my best. What does it mean? Like,
he has exhausted his options. That's what it means.
It means
help
so the manager is saying that.
So for me,
Brownish,
I feel like
we're listening to managers talk about players all over the world. Should a manager be saying
I feel like that was him.
If Victor Bonnyface listens to that, how would he feel?
Kelechi Iheanacho, you mean?
Both of them, because he said, for Bonnyface, he has tried his best. I've talked to him. I've done all. The way he sounded like a regular fan.
So
we'll talk. You are his manager, so you can't come out and say, I've done my.
You're only saying this because somebody has not worked under you before and frustrated your efforts. If he's
is that how we're not doing it in professional
is the
sports?
coach of the side. Forget professional sports. Sometimes you need to be very realistic. Because the hammer will fall on him. It won't fall on Bonnyface or Iheanacho. How do you want him to say it?
Okay, so can I say something? First things first, right? Is Bonnyface performing at Leverkusen?
Yes.
So you see the problem now. What's the difference between him being at Leverkusen and him playing for Nigeria? He's not under the same manager. So what is Jabi Alonso doing that is bringing out the best in Bonnyface that Iguavon doesn't have?
No, maybe it's not like Iguavon.
So no. Wait. So now the question becomes:
it's a manager like
so
him
now the question becomes
that is getting the best out of Victor.
You can't compare Iguavon and Iguavon.
Because Iguavon has more experience. Also, when he starts becoming
in the modern game,
yes,
when it comes to the modern game,
as a manager. Wait. Okay, so let's have let's have a conversation. And this is me playing devil's advocate because as a Nigerian, yes, I am frustrated that we lost to Rwanda. Now, when you consider the fact that what is the one constant is that Bonnyface is performing at Leverkusen.
That's right.
Right? So he's performing at Leverkusen.
Yeah, he is.
So the question then becomes, is it that he's just not a good player? Or is there something that is not
He's
being
a good
provided?
player. Rule that out.
No, so relax. Because when you consider the fact when you consider the fact that Vini Jr. performs for Real Madrid, but he doesn't perform for the Brazilian national team,
or he's struggling.
He's struggling. Now the question. So here's the thing.
Okay, for Vini Jr. he's struggling. But Bonnyface is not struggling.
Bonnyface is struggling as well.
No. I'm talking about Tony. But go on.
I'm drawing parallels.
Yeah.
Right. Now this note.
Yeah.
I'm not a Vini Jr. fan. I think he's a good player. He's a great player. I'm just not a fan of Vini Jr.
Okay.
Right? But he doesn't perform for the Brazilian national team. The question remains: what is wrong? What is happening at Real Madrid that is not happening in the Brazilian national team? You see, the difference is in the style of play. The Brazilian,
and also the players that you play with.
No, not necessarily.
No.
Because I think to be fair.
Why you say not necessarily?
No, I agree. No, I agree. I'm just saying in the case of Vini Jr., I believe that the players in Brazil can also perform according to the tactics that Real Madrid employ.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. I feel like they have that same level of quality.
True.
Right? So if the manager of Brazil decide that he wanted to build that team around Vini Jr.
Imagine the manager of Brazil coming out to say, "Oh, Vini Jr., I've done my best. I've tried. He's not living up to expectations."
Now, for me, I feel like that was rubbish.
Like what? What are you doing?
I would probably never say it to his face.
Why will you say this outside? This player see these things.
That's effectively throwing the player under the bus.
No. Let me
I
get one
agree.
thing straight.
Wait now.
So now, play the role of Austin Iguavon, Tony. I ask you, Victor Bonnyface has not been delivering Austin Iguavon, which is you, Tony. Well, how will you react to that?
Sometimes the player
No, come on.
Bradish is already giving you a.
Do you know how much time and opportunity has been given Bonnyface by Iguavon?
Overdose.
So wait now.
See,
oh God.
It's
you
so
know that
simple.
there are some players who do not play well for their national team, but play for their club side.
Look at Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
During his struggling days. I mean, we see players struggle every time in world football, top players, and we see how their managers come to give them that encouragement.
He has not scored one goal, not a single goal. What are you saying?
So the question, if you're a manager,
so the question
you
that
go out and tell people, "Oh, this player, I've done my best."
So has he not done his best?
So he has not.
So what should he do?
He has.
The player is still.
So what should he do?
So
to show he has done his best.
So for me, I feel like we're not dynamic in the way we change our tactics. Relax. The problem, so overdose. Here's the thing.
If Xabi takes over the Eagles,
so he will probably fail and bang like mad. But because African football is just different.
It's different, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you cannot, if you have tried everything, then resign.
What are you doing?
You can't. It's like, for example, it's like,
what are you doing?
It's like our CEO or our GM coming and telling us that your ratings are bad, and we're saying, I've done everything, man. I've tried. I've created the best show prep. I've done all the research. I give 110. So if you can't get the job done, resign.
So the point is.
So wait, what I'm saying is. What I'm saying is.
Wait, no.
You're not letting me land overdose.
Let him land.
Victor Bonnyface. No, you know why?
Let him land. He's flying. Let him land.
You know why I'm not going to blame Ecuador? Is because we've seen Victor Bonnyface play for Nigeria.
And guess what?
Excuse me. I was talking. You don't interject me.
But you are interjecting when
you very much.
Overdose.
Now, the truth of the matter that we are neglecting is the fact that the player has not done enough in order to still believe.
Who says he hasn't done enough?
Have you seen the chances Bonnyface has been missing? What are you saying? How many times has he had one-on-ones and he has not scored? What are you saying now? Is there one I'm telling him how to convert?
Wait, you think Victor Bonnyface had those chances and intentionally refused to convert?
He intentionally did not.
Lagos,
please open the phone line because you are giving me headache already.
No, you have not allowed me to finish.
No, finish, but I mean, come on.
What I'm saying is,
I can't do this anymore.
There's nowhere. There's nowhere in world football.
Players don't miss chances.
There's nowhere in world football that players don't miss chances.
What is Overdose saying? How many years?
So here's the thing.
If you are not doing well, will you still be in this team?
But here's the thing. They are playing Bonnyface with the same tactics that they are using to play Osimhen. They are two different players. Osimhen is not Bonnyface. So if you put Bonnyface up there and isolate him, he's not going to perform.
Is it not?
He cannot kill himself. Osimhen is different. You can play Osimhen on the middle with a left-hand side player with a winger that can convert. If you play Bonnyface in that same kind of thing,
isolation man. Do you know that Bonnyface plays as the top man for Bayer Leverkusen?
But he drops deep. In Nigeria, he's not allowed to. It's very easy to isolate somebody in African football.
He doesn't drop deep
because he's a different player. Tactics are different.
He's not doing enough, my brother.
I cannot. If coach says stay inside that box and don't come outside.
Lookman doing well
because Ademola Lookman is allowed to play his football. What does he do differently?
Let Bonnyface tell the coach where it's better.
You think he hasn't told him?
Then why is he not delivering?
Because they are not playing him in the style that he will deliver with.
I didn't know that.
Because I'm seeing it.
Camp. Let him tell
the tactics are showing.
This is where I want to play. And then he scores goals. What we need is goals now. We don't need anybody that will come and be wasting chances. He said, see, guys.
He's wasting chances.
He's wasting it.
Please. How many chances?
Imagine if Ademola Lookman or Victor Osimhen is not in the team, we can win. And you're telling me that Guavo should not say you're trying to see Guavo. My brother, you have tried your best.
If you don't create for a striker cannot score. How many chances are we creating per game?
Lagos.
Let's look at numbers. How many chances are we creating per game? How many chances is he missing? Because here's the thing. What you are looking at, you're looking at it from eye test. How many big chances has he actually missed when he was allowed to play? How many times has he been given the start?
Open the phone lines. Let's hear from Nigerians. You can't be scoring from Nigerians. When will I come here? When will I come to Nigeria?
Nigerians will most likely be emotional.
The only thing you do is to go on Twitter and be catching crews with headline
0 to 0.
And they catch crews.
Tactically,
you'll be giving us banter.
Tactically, sometimes we look clueless. Tactically. There are times when we have gone into games and our tactics didn't work and nobody's changing tactics.
I for do give away, but they don't steal my phone. No, what's all that?
Okay, guys,
is that what we need?
You know what? Let's hit the phone lines because we need to be honest with ourselves. And
I'm not being honest.
Okay. Now coming outside to come and say, Bonnyface, I've tried everything. How is that going to change the outcome on the pitch?
Let them not invite him again. We can't score. He should be scoring for Bayer Leverkusen. We need another player that will score for us.
0201-277-0993.
The coach should not say he has tried his best.
For the ladies,
for
the ladies, 0201-465-7190.
If Guava doesn't do well tomorrow, they will call him out.
Please, I beg of us, Nigerians, let's be honest. I mean, once you have the platform, please, 40 seconds and be honest. We have sentiment, but let's put it aside and be honest.
Say Guava should not have come out.
Is this something you encourage? I mean,
hey God, I beg you.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning, my dad.
Good morning. What part of the world are you?
No. Good.
Studio is hot. What's your name?
This is your Ghanian brother.
How do quickly?
You see, Victor stop Bonnyface. If I'm a Guavo, I will drop him. And Planning, don't let him look at the Guavo. Under Ghanian, the same Bonnyface was scoring.
How many times did he play under Ghanian? How many times? Audu, be honest to yourself. How many minutes did he play?
Let the man talk now. Tony, will you start hounding the callers again? Let them talk now.
If they want to talk, may they talk factually.
Let me talk.
Hey, how to talk?
Brownie, under Ghanian, the same guy that made keeper. Under Pasero, the same guy that why you saying
How many minutes did they give this guy to deliver?
How many minutes does he need?
He needs all the time in the world. How many minutes did they give Osimhen?
Don't worry.
You're supposed to be bringing him 5 minutes.
They should put only 2 defenders.
The guy is not good.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll do.
That's
Thank
funny.
you. Thank you.
Especially they banging goals for Germany, where the quality of football they higher.
Big
Hello.
I want go.
What's your name?
I can't tell him that team.
Yeah, Obi, talk to us.
I beg. I want to ask you, what will be the difference between this thing where Gavon do and waiting Fini to do?
Oh.
In terms of
calling out player when they perform.
No. Finidi didn't do it, please. That
was alleged.
Yeah.
What if Iheanacho come out for online now, start to talk?
Like,
or Bonnyface come out now?
Do you get?
Are you going to talk? Say,
which kind of talk with that?
Bonnyface do video now, they in hotel room now, start to do video now, start to the para.
Make
or
change.
Iheanacho they on side, start to do video, start to the
Make
para.
it, make them do. You're not performing.
When you with all these coaches, you know, we just come out, start to drag your player.
Exactly.
He's not dragging.
Your word, they drag your player. You follow, they drag your player.
He did drag them. He did not drag them.
Eventually, you go call them back to the
How you go to talk like that? Will be manager. Wait, what's the? You think say you be coach? You
drag them, sir. Hello, sir. He said from Nigerians is what is affecting Iheanacho. He didn't drag him.
He said
Iheanacho has not been expectation. Is he living up to expectation?
Which expectation? Which expectation?
Is Iheanacho scoring and then Guavo is coming out to say he's not scoring for me?
We all know that Iheanacho is not.
We know. So what?
Yes, now. Why? They had no disaster.
This is what is killing this country. This is what is killing this country. We cannot come out and tell ourselves the truth. This is what is killing Nigeria. You see what you say, you pancake it or sugarcoat it. For what?
Have you heard about?
Have you what?
Are you wait?
I don't want diplomacy.
Okay. Okay.
So a man who is not diplomatic.
You are not fit for so.
A man who is not diplomatic now is the ruler of his country.
You are not.
He's not using diplomacy.
You are not.
Yeah, they voted for him. Let's look at ourselves and tell each other the truth.
For a lot of positions.
Fit for what?
Stay in your house.
For
if you lack the command to handle situations, then you have no business in public office.
If I am, you don't understand, right?
Did he not qualify us?
If I am an Ademola Lookman, if I'm an Ademola Lookman right now,
go to YouTube. We're currently live on YouTube and Facebook, and we're streaming.
You're not answering my question.
Drop your comments.
If I'm an Ademola Lookman right now, that everybody loves.
What kind of qualified does
the moment I know that this manager
did he not qualify us?
We're coming back.
The players qualified us.
Did he not qualify us? Is he not the man in charge? We come here in diplomacy. Who is this in diplomacy?
More talk, more. Right after this.
Are you ready for the anticipated season? It's Lemon Friday promo. The Lemon Friday promo is here again with a juicy offer. Enjoy 40% to 45% discount on all land purchase this season from Adron Homes and Properties, and get a chance to spread your balance within 36 months to 48 months with gift items like turkey, bag of rice, chicken, big cow, gas cooker, and many more. Don't miss out on these festive treats to become a landowner with ease. Our estate locations are Lagos, Abuja, Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Ekiti, Niger, Nasarawa, and Jos. For more inquiries, please visit any of our offices or call 090-9393-4115 or 08134216595. Terms and conditions apply.
Adron Homes.
Building cities, communities, and homes.
Let me ask you a question. What holds you back when you wake up each morning? Is it the uncertainty of how the day will unfold? And as the day goes on, What makes your heart race? Is it the quiet fear that maybe you're not doing enough? And when it's evening, is it the longing for just a little more time? Whatever it is, remember, challenges don't define you, but how you rise to meet them. Staying connected to your dreams, that's how you break free from limits. Get unlimited data plus up to 6-hour battery backup to keep you connected without interruptions on Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to find out more. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
I'm in love, Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stop?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
Do you want to unlock your future by studying abroad? Are you interested in AI, tech, health sciences, law, management, engineering, tuition discounts, scholarships, opportunities, and many more? Attend University of Bradford Open Day event and meet the international admission team live in Lagos on 23rd November 2024, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Radisson Hotel, Ikeja, GRA. University of Bradford Open Day. Register now. Call or text UOB Nigeria to 0810-149-0866, 0810-149-0866.
It's Konga Yakata, our biggest sale of the year. Every day till November 30th is Black Friday. Shop genuine computing, Starlink kits, electronics, mobile phones, and many more at up to 85% off. Powered by the original manufacturers. It is cheap and safe at Konga, the e-commerce group you trust.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, torn uniforms, and dirty shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Wait, is that Malta Guinness? It's looking different. It even has a red crown.
Yes, same Malta Guinness with a refreshed look and a red crown.
And does it still taste the same?
Of course, same great taste. Why not try it?
Whoa, you are right. Same amazing taste.
Told you, it's the same goodness with a vibrant new look. Grab the all-refreshed Malta Guinness and enjoy a taste of goodness today. Malta Guinness, share goodness every day.
Air control to flight WT478. You are approaching restricted airspace. You are not cleared to land. I repeat, air control to flight WT478. This is restricted airspace. You are not cleared to land.
Air control, this is not a captain. This flight has been hijacked by the madmen. We have a bomb on board, and these are our demands.
Watch Hijack 93, now playing on Netflix with plans starting from 2,200 Naira only.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer.
Grab your sunglasses, beachwear, sunscreen, and head over to Ziba Beach Resort, where there is a spot with your name on it just for you and your loved ones. To book your holiday spot, visit zibabeachresort.com or call 0704-730-0013. Ziba Beach Resort, Lagos. A beachside Christmas awaits you.
Before, their problem is say our shoulder too high. They say make we lower our chest. Now, they wonder why we know they ever lack airtime, credit, and data on top our glow line. Whether cash day or cash not day.
You dey mind their Proco people for this market?
We know they call ourselves digital generation for nothing. Abi to get airtime, credit, and data, take sell plenty market every day, non-stop. Now your mates,
Whether cash she get our handle, or you know deal. We could just buy data and airtime credit directly from our bank account with the Glow Top Up.
That is to say, no cash, no wahala.
Yes, so cashless recharge on the go, anytime, anywhere, no stress, no shake me, no wahala.
Buy data and airtime directly from your bank account with Glow Top Up. It is easy, quick, and available on your mobile apps, ATMs, websites, leading retailers, and Glow World shops. Or download Glow Cafe app to top up, or dial *777#.
Unlimited. You define better odd. I bet you one play cause over 1.5. I bet you one bet. Say both seem no go score at all. Hey, we get better payout. No worry, we there for you. Our odd chabrata. In all the for bet baba. You feel we money, bet baba. Cash out today easy or bet baba. We get online games for you. You play all God all. We get better bonus. And me no dano. Yeah, na bet baba day so. Cash up, no sharp. No darling, no. Welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
Big things, Nemo like
Pepsi 60cl long throat bottle is back. It's big refreshment, big value, big flex, big tins. Pepsi, thirsty for more.
Big things, Nemo like
Pepsi 60cl long throat bottle is back. It's big refreshment, big value, big flex, big tins. Pepsi, thirsty for more.
All right, family, let's take a moment to relive the magic moments of last Christmas at Pride Land 2, the Bamble Chronicles. What an absolute spectacle.
And the Pride Land show was out of this world. The performers were so talented. The apprehension of what's going to happen next was second to none.
I loved the games, especially the rope tango. It was so much fun. I can't wait to create even more memories this December.
Yes, my darling. This December will be monumental. Pride Land 3 will be a blast. I'm sure of it.
So, families out there, don't wait any longer. Book your package now and get the chance to pay small. Terms and conditions apply. For inquiries, please call 0803-3993-398 or 0705-582-9486.
Eco Hotels and Suites, nestling international standard with African hospitality.
Mommy, I miss your big smile.
Oh, sweetheart, there's just been a lot on my mind lately.
Everyone out there, Spar Market understands. This Black Friday will bring back your smile with amazing discounts of up to 50% across various products.
Really? That's amazing. Come, honey, let's plan our shopping list together.
Spar Market Black Friday. Spreading smiles across Nigeria from November 22nd to December 1st. Visit the nearest Spar Market store to enjoy amazing discounts of up to 50%. Terms and conditions apply. Spar Market, there for you.
Memories filled with laughter, moments that live forever.
Elevate your lifestyle with Broom, the brand that brings reliability and happy memories to your home. Whether it's a stunning TV, an efficient washing machine, a sleek gas cooker, or a powerful air conditioner, Broom has you covered. Experience the joy of seamless living with our top-notch home appliances. And with Broom, enjoy exceptional after-sales service, providing peace of mind long after your purchase. Transform your home and embrace excellence with Broom. Available now at dealers and Electromat stores near you. Upgrade your life today by visiting our website at www.broom.com.
Happy memories start with Broom.
Any platform can help you save. But when it comes to investing, you need a partner that you can trust and is committed to helping you achieve your goals. A partner with a global footprint, diversified investment options, and great returns that help you grow. You need RiseVest. RiseVest is your partner for dollar investments like U.S. stocks, U.S. real estate, fixed income, and Naira Savings Vault. Invest with RiseVest to earn interest between 8 to 15% in dollars and up to 25% in Naira. Download the RiseVest app or visit www.risevest.com to start investing. Rise. Investments that help you grow.
My ions, please, can get
Smooth like the Niger spirit. Sweet with the coffee taste. With the right kick to ginger your days. Yo, nights alone, but chilling with friends. Yo, till tomorrow. Niger Cafe Rum. It's the Niger spirit for you. Niger Cafe Rum. The Niger spirit for you. Niger Cafe Rum. Was made for you. Made for you.
Enjoy the rich, dark, bone strong, real coffee tasting vibe of the new Niger Cafe Rum. Get the right kick for your Niger spirit today with
Niger Cafe Rum.
Niger Cafe Rum. Crafted for the proud people.
Ladies and gentlemen, it still is the season of giving. So says oneplay.ng. That is why they want you to dial the code *347 *880 *3 hash. Yes, if you want our money, dial that code. Or you could go to the website at www.oneplay.ng, as in one, the number one, PLAY.ng. Once you get there, select Nigeria Info as your station, and just like that, your ticket will be in the draws. Of course, you have to commit the paltry sum of 500 naira to each ticket. Now, you can play as many times as possible to give yourself a bigger chance of winning. And remember that your chances of winning are pretty much the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or you use the code *347 *880 *3 hash. Now, remember that at the end of the week, there's going to be a 500,000 naira jackpot. I know it's mind-blowing. You can't beat that. You definitely can't beat that. So, your qualifying for that is dependent on you playing the game during the week. What am I trying to say? I am saying when you dial *347 *880 *3 hash from your phone or go to the website at oneplay.ng to play the one play game every day, you automatically qualify for the jackpot that comes at the end of the week on Friday. Yes, it's announced on Friday. That said, ladies and gentlemen, play responsibly. Make sure you are playing with only what you can afford. And once you play, make sure you keep your phone very close because that lucky call could be coming in at any time. Yes, at any time. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Keep playing, keep winning, and keep smiling to the bank. Introducing the essence of true authenticity in fragrance, Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. A unique blend that captivates the authentic spirit of Nigeria, now available in both perfume and body spray variants. Designed for everyone. Yes, Wazobia is a unisex fragrance perfect for both men and women. Its rich and versatile aroma is a statement of inclusivity and unity. Unleash your confidence with each and every spray. Are you a retailer or do you love to buy in bulk? We've got you covered across Nigeria. Wazobia Perfume comes in cartons of 24 bottles and the body spray is available in cartons of 48 bottles. Interested in making Wazobia Perfume a part of your collection or store? For carton purchases, contact us at the email address contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng or call us at 0201 330 0047. That is 0201 330 0047. Our team is ready to assist you with your orders. Wazobia Perfume, the correct scent. Your new signature fragrance is just a call or a click away. Authentic, unisex, confidence, Wazobia.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
So far away, promise you wait for me. I'll think of you every day, my love.
Hey guys, my name is Johnny Drill and I'm hanging out with Femi and the Gang on Nigeria Info. Keep it locked down.
Fuck you.
DJC, love and trust, oh. Set it up. Take a good look at yourself.
Well, I like to think I don't look bad if I take a look at myself. You know, and the guys as well don't look bad tonight. So that's the perfect cue for you to go on Facebook and YouTube and see what we look like. You know, I came into the show this evening. We're still streaming.
We're still streaming, no?
I didn't want to raise my voice because I'm struggling with my throat. But
you're struggling.
These guys. I mean, these guys are
struggling.
I don't know. Welcome back, Lagos. All right, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Just told you they don't like better person. Hey, wow.
I know you better person.
Wahala. Tony say you can talk like this. Like say somebody touch you. Nah, this is not Tony.
I never touch you.
I'll never touch you. I go seize that your hot water flask. I must seize that flask. Where is it?
What flags? What flags?
Are you asking me?
I say come on.
You want?
Go and check out.
You want some moves?
You want?
No, but seriously speaking, I'm not happy that you and Brownish are just coming here to talk negatively about us.
Overdose.
No. Cerezo is my guy.
I'm so disappointed.
He's already the one that was speaking bad
how
about
would you
his
say
players.
Cerezo is your Lagos? That's the more reason why you shouldn't take him seriously.
Take me serious.
Cerezo is my guy.
Did you not qualify us for the AFCON?
Are we here to talk about people who are our guys?
What has he
we're
done
here
for
to
the
be
World Cup?
honest to the people. That's what we're
What has he? What's
Overdose? How many years?
So
your
how many
experience
years?
For you to come here and say Cerezo is my guy.
Look, whether I like it or not,
you are compromised. That's what it means.
I'm not.
You are compromised.
Because I don't know Bonnyface. I don't know Iheanacho.
So
I just know that they perform or have performed in the past.
So for us elders, when
and
we
the
are
fact that they are not performing now,
we don't know how to be diplomatic. We say the way it is. This guy, I've tried my best. Even your teachers, when your parents back in those days, when they come and say, teacher, how is my son doing? Say, madam, see, I've tried my best, but he just also he doesn't want to learn. They say these things, you know.
My teacher never said that. My teacher never said that.
Tony's teacher said it.
Everybody hit the ceiling. One game, one get, one community. Femi and the Gang.
Say, madam, this is your son. I don't know. I've tried everything.
He just a blockhead.
He just. I didn't say that.
It is what it is.
Marcus, boy, play mama. One game, let's go.
It is what it is. It is what it is. So, at the end of the day, I know I've heard it before. Will you say the teacher should be diplomatic?
If my teacher said that.
Madam, okay, you know what? Your son has the ability to learn.
Overdose. I will not be the host of this show here.
Do you know how many people have hosted? Do you know how many people have hosted?
Do you think it's easy to make it this far?
Nigeria Info helps. Maybe the guy will help.
You know what? Just in case you're tuning in, you're probably tuning in for the very first time.
Please, everybody don't use to employ dunces. So Tony is not a dunce.
No.
We only employ the best of the best.
I'm just joking.
Overdose is going ad hominem. All right?
Ad hominem.
You don't know what that means.
Ad hominem. It's evident. No, wait. Are you playing big grammar now? So that you want to believe that you went to school. It's like I don't mean them.
This is a little test.
A little test.
You just showed how
what that I taught you. How you are not coming on there to say I don't mean them, so that people will know that you.
No. It's just
no. What
the standards are not just right there.
See right there. You don't start.
You talked about. I just gave you. It's a simple lingo.
Ad hominem.
Yeah. Okay. Should I teach you?
Yeah. Name.
Tell Lagos, please. The voice. Teach me what it means.
Tell Lagos.
That you want me to teach
why
you.
Would I? Why would I? Tell them?
Don't Google it.
I'm not Googling.
Don't go. Why? Okay. So what is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't justify you with a response. Because you and I know that I know what it is. Don't come and put me on the spot. You are trying to behave like, oh, okay, I should answer you.
But you just mentioned that my teacher said that
that was when you were in secondary school. Now you have you don't leave secondary school. You've left. Right. So you've left that community.
So if you're just tuning in to the broadcast, welcome. This is Game On.
Yeah.
Not a show of mad people. We're actually focused people.
Yeah, we are. We are.
I'm the voice. There's Overdose and there's Brownish.
Yeah.
Now, we're talking about the situation with the Nigerian team, and we've also shared with you the voice of Austin Eguavon post-match, the 2-1 loss to Rwanda, and what he did say about two underperforming players like Iheanacho and Victor Bonnyface.
Yeah.
Maybe I should play that again, huh? Should I?
Oh, please.
I think Kelechi has needed somebody building confidence. It's an asset to Nigeria, but we've given him a lot of opportunities, but it's not living up to expectation. We can't throw the bad water with the baby away. I think Kelechi needs some encouragement. But the fact that we're playing at home and leading the group, I felt, when he comes in, I spoke with him personally, try to get a goal. We're going to give 45 minutes afterwards because they will come in. But the pressure on Kelechi because of the utterances from our people, I think he can handle it. But I try as much as possible to make him feel comfortable, but it didn't work.
You try to make him feel comfortable with what you're doing,
but it didn't work. He said, but it didn't work.
Listen to what
I tried to make him feel comfortable, but it didn't work.
Maybe because he's speaking out of both sides of his mouth.
No, he's not.
Why would I trust you if I know that you're going to tell me something in the locker room?
So should he lie to journalists?
No,
should he lie to journalists? Is that what you're saying?
And
should he tell lies to journalists?
And for Victor Boniface,
yeah.
Okay, let's.
Bonnyface, we all know, is capable of doing, especially in this club. And then when he comes back here, we try to give him a lot of confidence, a lot of playing time. It's not hitting the back of the net for whatever reason. I've spoken to him personally many times. I'm somebody who wants to give players confidence. I've done enough, but he's still part of the squad. He will remain part of the squad.
He's still part of the squad.
Okay.
He will remain part of the squad. I've done enough, but he will remain part of the squad.
Why I like conversations for that gives us a cue of a way forward, and I think we should both agree here in the studio while the fans get ready to also give us their take. What should be done to the situation of Victor Boniface, Kelechi Iheanacho? Should those players be dropped for other players to have a chance to show what they have, or should we keep calling them?
I think they should be dropped. And why I think they should be dropped,
remember that if you start whatever you start, maintain it, because this energy it will go.
You go around. You go around.
When you say it will go around,
well, okay, continue. No, let's finish.
No.
Finish.
You interjected
because they are underperforming now.
You see,
if one of your favorite players start to underperform, you should be able to come out here and say this player should also be dropped.
In case we don't qualify for the World Cup as well, just so that you know, these same standards will also apply to the coach.
But again,
because you can say this now because he got the results.
If
for the AFCON qualifiers,
hello, sir, if a bird is big enough to leave the nest, then that bird must be ready to fly, whether you like it or not. The thing about power is that those who have or are in close proximity to power always feel that they have the same measure of wielding it as the ones who own the power, just because they're in close proximity with it. You see, when you say it will go round, of course it will go round, but standards have to be maintained.
Okay.
People have to be held accountable.
I agree.
Players have to start delivering. If we're a team and we decide to embark on a mission or a journey, or whatever it is that we're embarking on, all hands must be on deck. But when a coach who's giving you the training, these guys are professionals, for crying out loud. You don't need training to tell you how to score a goal. You don't need training to tell you the simple things that matter in executing the task that you've been given to do. Now, as a player, this guy plays well for his club side. Coming to the national team, he doesn't find the back of the net, and then you begin to wonder, why is that? Why is that the reason, or what is the reason why he's not finding the back of the net? And the coach comes out to say, "I've tried my best, but it's not working." the player should look inward and ask himself, what can I do to instill confidence? There are players who have been written up by their coaches that will say, you know what, I'm going to prove you wrong. A certain Taribo West, before Atlanta 96, and he told me the story himself, Johannes Bonfrey dropped him off the team just because Nwankwo Kanu dribbled him. There was a training session where Kanu Nwankwo useless Taribo West, and Johannes Bonfrey, having overseen that section, said, you know what, Taribo, you are not part of my squad. I'll have to let you go. And Taribo went to his window and was shouting, yo, Bonfrey, you dropped me from this team? I will show you that I'm good enough. And guess what? Taribo worked on his game and went to Atlanta 96 and won gold. So if Victor Bonnyface decides that because Austin Aguavo came out to tell us the inevitable, that he's not scoring and he has tried his best and it's not working anymore, then the player should look inward and ask himself what he needs to do in order to be in the reckoning. Because other players are delivering.
Thank Brownish.
Let's give other players a chance.
You will get your chance on the other side of the break. But first, let's listen to what Nigerians have got to say. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi. What's your name?
My name is Chief. I'm calling from Good evening.
Yeah. Let's hear you. 40 seconds, quickly.
Yeah, please. I want to ask whether they are playing Bonnyface, the position that he plays in Germany.
They're playing him up front.
She's asking if they're playing him in the same position.
He's the same position. He plays up front for Bayer Leverkusen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whether they are making mistakes.
No, they're not making any mistake. He plays up front. He's the points man.
Remember that the game is beyond. He plays up front.
That is incredibly simplistic.
That is
Football is no longer like that.
He plays up front.
Okay, so tell me, no, Brownish,
you should know the
make
tactical implications, the systems at which Bonny plays. But
no, don't say it's fine. Correct me.
Hello,
I will.
Hello, Brownish would help me do.
No, you do it.
You should be. You have to educate the people.
Educate them now. Since I'm not educating them, please.
About those Brownish. I'm Marco from Testac.
Okay.
Let me say something. Guavo, I still for all these things. Bonnyface came the first time, struggled, second time struggled, and we have other Nigerian players firing. Sridesa, and some other people. Drop this guy, then people who should come to the national team based on form. Unless for strategic reason you are bringing him, maybe in case of Bonnyface, and say, I'll give you confidence because I know you are good. There are people who deliver for their club sides that struggle. Somebody like Awuni has consistently shown that he can't deliver at the national team. He can deliver at the club. And even now at the club is struggling. So we look at more for Nigerians around the world that have Nigerians that are scoring. Bring them.
All right.
Gift Orban. He's in Lyon.
All right.
Bring him.
All right. Thank you so very much. Let's go pay some bills. We'll be right back to talk more. You know, when we return.
More conversation, more talk.
That's
more.
Right
after this.
Wait, no be more Guinness be that.
Nah.
Sure, this label different too. It go fine. With the new red counters, we sit down cool on top.
Bang! Your head dey there. Malta Guinness don't wear ogbonge new look now.
Now so, your jolly Malta Guinness don't wear new look now. And the taste still bam well. No dull yourself Malta Guinness don't wear new look. And at the same better goodness, stay inside. Malta Guinness, share goodness every day.
Sorry, madam. There's an emergency at the shop. They need you now. It's a serious...
Nothing is more serious than a golden month breakfast with my family. Don't you understand? All our winnings start with a nutritious golden breakfast. Now, sit down. Please join us.
Yes, ma. At once. Breakfast is serious business. Handle it with a nutritious golden month. Now with a great new look. Trust Golden Month to help fuel your family to win every day. Golden Month. Make every day golden.
In
the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. Your game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's the game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, the game changer.
Any platform can help you save. But when it comes to investing, you need a partner that you can trust and is committed to helping you achieve your goals. A partner with a global footprint, diversified investment options, and great returns that help you grow. You need RiseVest. RiseVest is your partner for dollar investments like U.S. stocks, U.S. real estate, fixed income, and Naira Savings Vault. Invest with RiseVest to earn interest between 8 to 15% in dollars and up to 25% in Naira. Download the RiseVest app or visit www.risevest.com to start investing. Rise, investments that help you grow.
Mommy, I miss your big smile.
Oh, sweetheart, there's just been a lot on my mind lately.
Everyone out there, Spar Market understands. This Black Friday will bring back your smile with amazing discounts of up to 50% across various products.
Really? That's amazing. Come, honey, let's plan our shopping list together.
Spar Market Black Friday. Spreading smiles across Nigeria from November 22nd to December 1st. Visit the nearest Spar Market store to enjoy amazing discounts of up to 50%. Terms and conditions apply. Spar Market, there for you.
Hi, this is Nene from the boat safety team. You can't see us, but we're right here with you on every boat ride. To your left is the ride insurance team. We insure your ride as soon as your trip starts. To your right is the record audio team. We keep a recording of your trip for 24 hours in case you need it later. And behind you is the customer support team, ready to chat 24/7. We're the boat safety team, by your side on every ride.
Hello, excuse me. This Milo pack looks different. I'm seeing support energy release, BAM, on the pack. Is it the same Milo?
No, this one is new and improved. The support energy release means when you give your kids Milo as part of breakfast, you are giving them energy they need to go to school.
Ah, I like this one.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! I'm in love, Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop? And is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
From being the wicked producer to the jiggy artist, I have always been onto some big things. I am Young John. You already know I love big things, especially when it comes to my refreshment. That's why I don't play with my Pepsi 60cl long throat bottle, because it's big refreshments, big value, big flex, big things. Big things, Nemo like Pepsi, jiggy.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
The best of talk on the station for talk.
Nobody should just give up their life like a chicken. Will the police have the ability to resurrect me when I am dead?
The problem we have in Lagos is a sense of entitlement to things of the state by certain individuals who believe that whether you like it or not, it belongs to them and their family.
Your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's game on.
D-O to the T-U-N. DJ C, love and trust, set it up. Take a good look at yourself, and you will see the real you. It doesn't matter what the people say, you are meant to win. You greater, you stronger. Winner, you're better than the other. You go win, you gotta win. Just keep on.
Thank you, Lagos, for doing this with us. Thank you for always having your radio tuned in to the nation's first for news, talk, and sports. We appreciate every one of you. Welcome back. Game On with Femi and the Gang. I'm Anthony the Voice. I've got Brownish and Overdose. And together, we're making this evening eventful for you, even though we have to beat ourselves while at it. You know, what do I call that? Occupational hazard? Anyways, Brownish, we've got a word from our friends at Find More.
Yes, we certainly do. Now, of course, to most people, ordinary is actually enough. But here on Nigerian Folk, we do not believe that ordinary is enough. We always do our best to go for extra. You know, we try as much as possible to refuse to be ignored, and we refuse to settle for less.
That's right.
We always want to find more. All right. So, in the interest of pushing boundaries, breaking the rules, the right type of rules, and rewriting the script, when others even fire, we need fire more. All right. So now, Fire More Brandy is the spirit of extraordinary. All right. Fire More Brandy is the drink of choice for those who dare for more. Made with quality ingredients and carefully selected materials, Fire More Brandy unlocks your boldness and audacity to reach for more. So join the revolution of people who will never settle for less. Grab a bottle of Fire More Brandy and raise a glass to the bold, the fearless, and the unapologetic. Fire More Brandy is flexible and can be enjoyed either neat or in different kinds of cocktails. You can discover it. Just basically go for your choice and decide what works best for you. Fire More Brandy is available for suppliers at Niger 1 and Niger 3 Trade Fair Market, Ujue Market, Mushi, and you can join them on a journey of more adventure across all social media platforms. That's if you're 18 and above at firemore_brandy. That is at firemore_brandy. And remember, this is not for pregnant women or persons under the age of 18. Remember to drink responsibly.
Well, that's right. Remember to drink responsibly. Appreciate you, Brownish. Don't forget, we're still giving out, some cool cash. We'll do that draw in a bit. *347 *880 *3 hash. All right, with just 500 naira, you are poised for some good money. All right. So, if I were you, I'm playing right away. No time to check time. *347 *880 *3 hash with just 500 naira, or you visit the One Play website. I can't wait to call somebody. Well, I saw pictures, Brownish, of Patrick Vieira and Mario Balotelli, both of them reuniting at Genoa. In case you don't know, Patrick Vieira has been named the new head coach of that club. Okay, I know that there's a lot of messages everywhere we have to read, and the remainder of the show will particularly devote it to hearing your thoughts. I don't like to have this Bonnyface conversation, but I can't run away from it. It's something we do need to have, and as a people, I think it's important that we have a strong opinion on what we want, even though whatever we decide may not be what the manager will go with. Let's not also forget we still do not have a substantive manager. All right. I remember, sharing with you all at some point that Austin Eguavon is open to this job. All right. He wants it, but there are terms and conditions he has put as well. He requested for more time, in terms of the contract that will be offered to him. So he has an eye on the job, but this time he's saying, hey, if I'll take this job, it won't be just anyhow agreement. I have my stands. I have my conditions, So the president of the Nigerian Football Federation has said that they're looking for partners who will pay. They're looking for partners, financial partners who will support in paying whoever the new manager is. I don't know, but they're looking for partners who will support in paying the salary.
Yeah.
And I was telling my friend, if you are looking for money to pay somebody, you shouldn't be looking for that person in the first place. If you have to look for money to pay, yeah, what happens if, you know?
I don't even want to talk about that.
You know, just, we're not going into that. But for you were going to wrap up on a point before we hit the phone lines for the remainder of the show. Yeah.
So first things first, I want to just make this very clear.
Yes, please.
I think football,
the cameras are on.
Football has evolved beyond where it used to be, where it's just they put you in a position and everybody goes at their discretion, and you know, individual brilliance
move like
the day.
headless chickens.
Right? Football has become incredibly more tactical, even if it's not quite as tactical in Africa as it is in Europe and in, you know, where we traditionally watch football. But it is more tactical now, even in Africa. Now, I do believe that we are still going off vibes and fumes to a large extent. A large part of our wins have come
individual moments,
because of individual moments.
That's it.
More often than not, in fact, it's even more rare to see the Super Eagles dominate a game from start to finish, even when we are the overwhelmingly better side. And when you notice the fact that once you come up against not a good side, a properly drilled side,
who know their basics,
we fall apart. Why? Because I feel like, first off, tactically, we are nowhere near where we should be. And this is not an indictment of the manager. This is just my general opinion. I think we have the quality of players that at least can function on the African continent, and not just function but dominate. We do have good players, both in defense, in midfield, and in attack. I think the AFCON showed us that. Because to a large extent, I think that the AFCON was just vibes.
It's a cup run.
It was just vibes.
There's not so much that should be read into a cup run.
A cup run, right? Now, what it did show me is that we do have individual brilliance. We have players who can step up to the plate on a good day. You see, but that's where tactics come in. Tactics basically make up for the days when you're not having a good day. Which is why even when Manchester City seem to lose games, it's more often than not where the other team had a moment of individual brilliance and they defended like their lives depended on it, because City will still dominate the game even when they're playing against Real Madrid. So, and this is why I'm saying that tactically we need to be sound, because players are different. The same Robert Lewandowski, who is part of this same front trio that are phenomenal under Hansi Flick, they played under Xavi Hernandez.
And still the same man.
It's the same man. Rafinha looks reborn. Robert Lewandowski looks like a changed man. Lamine Yamal can't stop. Now that one he's on, I'm not even going to have a conversation about him because his talent is just overwhelming. But these other two guys, they were expected to perform last season and they were not performing at this level. What happened? A change in tactics. Robert Lewandowski operates more in the box now than he did when Xavi Hernandez was there. He's literally almost always there because he knows that he's going to get delivery, which he couldn't expect under Xavi Hernandez. There was a lot of shuffling around, but there was no directness. For Hansi Flick, there's a focus on directness. Rafinha is playing more of a free roam. What does that mean? It means that he can operate more to his discretion, and there are some players that just thrive off of that. Hence, he's pressing really well, and he's getting into great positions so they can supply him the ball, and because he's high on confidence, he's scoring more goals.
Absolutely.
Tactics. Now, when you're playing, and I'm not saying that I have the solution, but when you're playing Victor Osimhen, you know that when you get the ball to him, he will get to the ball. More often than not, even if he doesn't get to the ball, that defender cannot control the ball. That's the kind of player he is. Bonnyface is a different type of player.
Completely.
When you watch Bonnyface with Bayer Leverkusen, they thrive on quick counter-attacks. They move the ball super quick. Before you know it, their left back has flown down the left. They're overlapping so well, and they're doing it almost as... And then you see players like Florian Wirtz are operating in half spaces. It means that they're not static. They are not waiting for the ball to come to them. They go to where there's space and expect a pass to be threaded through them, because they know they have players behind them that can create those kinds of passes, incisive passes. Are we playing incisive passes? No, we are not. Are we moving the ball quick enough? No, we are not. Do we have the quality to do that? In certain places.
Boniface's failure is an indictment
on the tactical setup of the team. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying you cannot come outside and say, I've spoken to him, we've gone through training, I've done everything I can. No, sir, you have not. And I'm just saying, let's not take Austin Eguavon's words out of context. Let's say he's not throwing them under the bus. He's just saying that he's done what he can for Bonnyface and he expects him to get the job done. While I still don't agree with that statement, I just feel like, no, sir, you have not. Because to a large extent, look at what happened in that game, in the last game we lost. They looked a bit more compact. They looked more fluid going forward. How many times have we looked that fluid in any game? You see that fluidity, that quick rate of passing, that ability to overlap. There are certain basic things we are not doing, and that is not on the players. Because they're doing it in their teams. Your tactics are just not reflecting. Maybe they don't understand your tactics and you're not passing it across as well.
There's not a lot of time.
Or maybe there's not even a lot of tactics that you're just telling them, go out there and perform.
Freedom.
Just play. But that's not how football works nowadays. Can you put certain players in certain roles? Can Kelechi Iheanacho operate as a number 10? Yes, we've seen him do that. Why are you playing him from the wings all the time? These are questions that we need to start asking. I'm not saying I'm a better coach than Austin Eguavon. I'm just saying from time we've seen that tactics can change players. And obviously Bonnyface has shown that there's a certain type of tactic that he can operate with. Can you find a way to, even if he's not match those tactics band for band, but at the very least implement it to the way that the Nigerian national team can operate with it? Have you tried those kinds of tactics and seen if he will perform?
Well,
On the show and make them go wow.
If it goes your way, holla.
But if market spoil play,
well, there you go. This is where we drop the mic from this side of the studio and we hand the mic over to you. Hopefully, I'm going to see this analysis of Brownish. I want to see it everywhere on social media, and we hope that it gets to the right people, and we're all working towards improving our team, and it's out of genuine desire to see them do better. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is Daniel from the Lions Den.
Yeah, Daniel from the Lions Den. I beg.
I don't know.
Yes, so
yeah.
I want to talk about the Victor Bonnyface issue.
Yeah.
I think that
and please give us way forward, because
let's
not just castigate. Please way forward.
When the player is not performing in a position you expect him to, you are expecting Victor Bonnyface to get goals and he's not getting goals. But have to look at what other abilities does this player have, and you know that Victor is a player who loves to be with the ball and he loves his dribbling. He's a player that knows how to dribble well. Why don't you put a Lookman in a free role and put Bonnyface on the wing? And Nigeria is even playing slow football. It won't be a ball. Don't stand stick and start looking who to give pass to. Why? The setup is not coming from. They are too slow with the ball, and when you are too slow with the ball, you don't give the opponent a chance to even think, strategize, and they are even calm, thinking of their next. But when you are putting them on their toes, when they get the ball, they won't know what much to do with the ball. It's not a similar thing with when you are playing with a star-studded team. Like in my school, when I take them to competition, like my class, are not good, but the other class is better than us. But we just come up with a plan. We try
hello
than the others. But when they are with the ball, when they are pressing, we try to calm the ball. Nigeria, they are dominating the game at the first 15 minutes. They are playing slow football. Why don't you just bring in fast players like Chukwueze, fast wingers that when they hold the ball, the next thing is to move. You know, and one thing again, they throw too much crosses, and who is there to head the ball? You don't have a Victor Shimet who is going to head the ball, and you are still throwing too much crosses. Why don't you play long inverted ball into the box like the way Jules Koundé does for Barcelona against that Krasveda? I don't know what match against
Krasveda.
Yes. That's
All right.
what
Thank you.
efficiency.
Yeah, so basically just changing the tactics. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your contribution. Hello, good evening. Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good evening. My name is Kemi. I'm calling from Lagos.
All right. Go ahead, Kemi.
Yes, so I've been to speak with regards to the conversation that's been going on.
Yeah.
First of all, I believe that a player would perform better in an enabling environment.
Yep.
Overall, if you look at what's it called? If you look at club football, it's a more enabling environment. People, not just the team, the coach, the manager, or whatever the case may be, the whole environment itself is enabling. So it means that whatever tactics, whatever formation and all of that works, and players can adapt easily, or players get to perform better, right?
Yeah.
Also, it's player psychology as well. If you look at it, most times a player can, just like the way as a team member, even if you work at a 9 to 5, you can tell when your boss doesn't know stuff. So it means that you can there's almost that energy to say, okay, you don't know what you are telling me. Because if we're to play it this way, it will work better. But because you're the coach, okay, we'll listen. And if you're comparing Osimhen and Bonnyface, their profiles are different.
Completely.
Football has moved past the era of, you are a striker, come and strike. You are a defender, be a defender. There's a whole lot more to that, and all of that. I don't know if I might just continue talking.
Yeah, so what do you think should be done going forward? Should we, if you were to advise the manager, what would you tell him? Would you say, you know what, try other players, give other players more chances? We have strikers who are firing in Europe. Or stick with him?
Not to mince was right. We cannot bluff the same way an England will bluff, because those people have an enabling environment. It means that as a player, you would even want to play there.
Okay.
You'd want to shine in your national team. If they don't call you, you feel bad because that environment in itself is where you get to even. You're proud to belong to that team. As a Nigerian player, you're probably thinking about, would they drag me on Twitter? What am I going to do there? Those people, now if I get injured, what? The brand in itself has not sold itself.
Okay.
So that energy in itself, would the players want to come and play? Yes, I get it that Eguavon probably shouldn't have spoken that way and all. But if you work with team members and you realize that whatever it is that happens will be on me as a boss, and you have also spoken to these people over time.
Okay.
Whether we like it or not, that conversation came off as though there's underground beef. And if there's underground beef, whether you like it or not, we are humans. It will show in whatever reply you're giving. Let's keep diplomacy apart.
All right.
Let's address the situation as it is. I don't think any of us knows what that underlying issue might be. However, that conversation did not come off as though, I haven't spoken to these people, or they are just not good, or they're having a bad day, or having a bad time. It feels like conversations have happened, issues have gone on, and things have not been rectified. It means that maybe there's show of power or ego, or whatever the case may be, or player psychology, thinking that my boss doesn't know as much as I know. I've worked with elite coaches, and I can tell that this person is not directing me right, and all of that. So that in itself can be a hindrance.
A challenge.
Find a way to couch your conversation, or when you have to speak about your team members, so you don't mess up with them psychologically, so that they can want to be a part of your team. However, when you realize that somebody is going to bring you down, one way or the other, you'll get to say it at some point. But there are better ways to have said it.
All right. Thank you very much. What's your name again?
Kemi.
Huh?
Kemi, Kemi.
Oh, Kemi, beautiful. Beautiful to hear from you. Maybe one day we'll drag you to the studio, huh?
Love.
Well done, well done. Well, not many times, you hear from our ladies, so that was why she got that special grace to go that long. But I mean, for the regular callers, please let's keep it short. 40 seconds. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Comrade.
I I greet you people for bringing this topic again.
Yes.
I greet you people. I'm still angry since we lost in home. If you people are not feeling somehow or are very angry. Number one, the way forward to Nigerian Super Eagles for us to qualify for World Cup. One, a coach is supposed to have cohesion and the practice unity play because we have more than 15 formations. A coach can change tactics in the course of football. Example, during the time of finals of France and Portugal, when they were expecting that Ronaldo will score, Ronaldo got injured 20 minutes and another person scored. Trace again, and Zidane and Petit competition gave France golden goal year 2000, Netherlands and Belgium host. Drama, when they removed Malouda, 2007 FA Cup, they brought Mikel. Mikel just tapped that ball to Drama. Drama just took it against Van der Sar, Man U keeper. 5 minutes to enter penalty that time. So why can't they change tactics?
Okay.
Another one, I was listening to, as people are doing debate that day, I was listening to one radio for that day when they do the comment. He said, you cannot blame the first goal. You can, is it my grandmother they go blame? I will replace Okoye. No, don't say that you cannot blame Okoye. That is a basket.
All right, thank you so much.
I'm not happy.
Sorry.
Nobody should sit up.
Yeah.
And nobody should change the goal.
Okay.
No, you better pass Nigerian coach.
Okay, all right.
And the best, you want to win more.
Thank you, comrade. Comrade Vex. Please don't be upset, Don't be upset. Don't be. Adekule Rufai on Facebook says, bro, let's not keep pampering these boys. Serial Deserts didn't get up to this time before Una stopped to the column. Says overdose is actually on point. These guys and kids, call someone else. Big talk. Kenneth on Facebook says Bonnyface is better off a skit maker, although I don't really support Coach Eguavon's comment. Please, when we call in, I want to be hearing way forward. I want to hear way forward. Tony, this is what should be done. All right, the voice. This is what I want to see going forward. All right. Let's see this. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, you're welcome. What's your name?
One is good evening.
Yeah, he's greeting. Quickly.
And Tony, this Bonnyface situation is similar to the one of Argentina and Mr. Martinez. There is a period where Mr. Martinez was not scoring. Argentina coach did not change tactics for him there. They dropped him to the bench. He was one that worked on himself. And what is he doing now? It's like he's the one scoring for
There goes.
They didn't change it. They didn't tell him to be playing same. They are still playing that same wing that he's been playing before. So I don't know what Eguavon just said the truth. Look at what is happening in Ghana. Nobody is blaming the player. But when Kudus will come to Premier League,
and shine.
Anton Semenyo, we see Man City do his magic. Nobody blamed all these players. The only person they was blaming was Oto Addo, forgetting that all these stars do that job.
Thank you so very much.
And secondly,
we need to pay some bills now, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go pay this bill very quickly, Lagos. We'll be right back.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.